Well, hello everybody. Thank you for joining me. We had a lot of fun just last video with Mythic. So I thought I'd start traipsing through the color pie. So today is mono green Mythic. And what that means is we're all in green, and I chose a bunch of Mythic rares and packed them all together in one nice little bunch. I'm not sure if we can do this with blue, but I anticipate we should be able to do pretty good with red and black. Blue's in kind of a funny place. Blue usually needs another color. There are a couple of mono white decks out there. There's the Haughty Jin deck, of course. I've done a couple. But over the last year, I've already put those together and displayed those, so I don't really want to bring out the same ones. I don't mind bringing them out to play with later myself, just because they're so good. There are ways to do mono blue still. But between Boros and mono red and Selesnya, there's a lot of very fast-acting things that are out here now. Alright, let's try a tortoise. See if that works. If you're new to the channel, my name is Travis. You're at Tpull's Corner. And what's in our graveyard? Rootwire Amalgam and Bootlegger Stash. Okay. We might have ways to get one or more of those back later. We shall see. We won't get them back if they have removal, and they just attack with the Trespasser, and the Trespasser exiles stuff. Yeah. Not the greatest. Okay, what is the best thing for us to do here? I feel like Vornplex. And I feel like we just attack. It gives us another land. They're willing to make that trade. I'm comfortable with that. Three graveyard Trespasses in a row. Okay, interesting. Yeah, let's activate this. Two creatures. We get Galta and we get Silverback Elder. Oh, we have so many choices. Crap. Yeah, I think Galta and Silverback. Because then we can put these two down. That's lovely. Have another one of these, and a shield counter on somebody would be good, I think. And let's put the shield counter on Silverback Elder, actually. Power and toughness doubles. And all of that without casting a spell, technically. That was just activating the Enchantment Saga. So they've got 3 mana. And I've almost got them outnumbered by double. And there, that's all that we're gonna do. Good game. They're gonna run them in. Get rid of what they can. Get rid of my life. And it past the blockers. And we'll go ahead and stop any further damage, right? And we're showing about 64 points of damage with Zopendrill doubling everybody. And then, of course, we have these. Minus 55. And that's what a Mythic Rare deck looks like. I feel like this should be the video. I feel like I should just record a short on TikTok and walk away. We'll go in and show you the full deck. We just wait for the server. As well, while we wait for the server to resolve, before I forget, remember to like and subscribe. If you like seeing magnificent things like that. Some days I really luck out. I hit record, I go in. When I hit record, I don't stop. So unfortunately, because I've got a full-time day job, so I don't really have time to learn how to edit. So we have to live with stuff like as long as it takes for the server to resolve. I don't have time to stop and edit those out. I just hit record, we go through, stop and post it, slap it up on YouTube, and we're good to go. Maybe someday I'll get a break. I'll take a vacation and take a class for a week or something and learn how to do everything. But in the meantime, if you've been around for a while, you've probably heard me point out every now and then, if somebody's playing a match against me and they put down a Mythic Rare creature and I remove it, and they put down the same Mythic Rare creature again and I remove it, and then they put down a different Mythic Rare creature, it's like, okay, I'm playing against money or something here. I decided, let me try that for myself. And we started with mono white last time. And this time I picked out a whole bunch of Mythic Rare creatures and just a couple of utility cards to help us out. So we've got 2 Broken Wings, because I don't want to get knocked out by flyers or some artifact or enchantment tribal type thing. We have Jugan Defends the Temple from Kamigawa, Enchantment Saga, where you get a 1/1 human monk that you can tap to add green mana. Then on chapter 2, have a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 different target creatures. And then you get the enchantment creature Dragon Spirit. He's only a flying 2/2, but whenever you bring another creature into the battlefield under your control, if you've got extra mana lying around, you can sink it into this and give them plus counters. Kadama of the West Tree works nicely with that, because modified creatures you control suddenly have trample, and whenever a modified creature hits you, well, hits the opponent player that is, you get to search your library for basic land. Comes onto the battlefield tapped. Nissa, Resurgent Animist. Landfall, which I wasn't used to seeing, but this was the Aftermath expansion, so I think they made some exceptions. We were used to seeing Landfall in places like Zendikar, and then it rotated out and went away, and then they did this special expansion set with Aftermath. And it's like, oh, hey, we can just do, they're going to do whatever they want to just make a bunch of special cards. So add 1 mana of any color when a land enters the battlefield. If it's the second time, then you get to reveal cards till you get to an elf or elemental and put that into your hand. Cemetery Prowler from Innistrad, 3/4 with Vigilance. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attack, you exile a card from a graveyard. It can be your graveyard or theirs. The spells that you have exiled with the Prowler, they each cost 1 less to cast for each card type they share with cards exiled with Cemetery Prowler. Wrenn and Realmbreaker, a nice little 3-cost Planeswalker. Suddenly all the lands that you have, add 1 mana of any color. I don't have to worry about that with mono green, but it's nice to know, just in case you want to play that with some other decks. Up to 1 target land you control becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with Vigilance, Hexproof, and Haste. It still gets to be a land. Or you can mill cards, put a permanent from the mill cards in your hand. And finally, for -7, it's ultimate. You get an emblem where you can play lands and cast permanent spells from your graveyard, which would be awesome if the game's ever lasted that long. 1 utility card with Invasion of Zendikar. It's not a Mythic Rare, but it does let us get some lands out. Blossoming Tortoise. Mill 3 cards, return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. So you can see I've kind of got a good mix of things in here that allow me to get the lands out, right? So I shouldn't be too mana starved for anything. Rootwire Amalgam. This is from Brothers War. It comes in is a 2/3 for the prototype for only 2 mana. Or if I have 5, I can bring it down as a 5/5. Either way, when I get 5, I can sacrifice the Amalgam, create an excess colorless Golem artifact creature token. You see picture there to the right, where it's 3 times the Amalgam's power. So if I need it early, it can be a 2/3, and then I can turn it into a 6/9. Right? Well, a 6/3. Sorry, it's just the power that gets affected. Or if we can save it long enough, I can bring it down as a 5/5, and then bring out the Golem artifact token as a 15/5. That will be fun. 3 of those. I got 1 Consuming Blob, power equal to the number of types of cards in your graveyard, and toughness equal to that number +1. You might think that this is going to be cannibalized by Cemetery Prowler, but I'm probably going to be exiling stuff from my opponent's graveyard for the Prowler, and just trying to keep stuff in my graveyard for the Blob. The idea that I only have 1 copy of each, that they're both going to be out on the field and affecting each other at the same time, is very unlikely. Vorinclex, as you saw, 6/6, legendary Phyrexian Praetor with Trample and Reach. The Enchantment Saga costs 8, but it's helpful because you have to have 5 to bring them down, and you automatically go get 2 more. So you're at least up to 7, and it doesn't take that long to get the 8th, right? Sometimes we already have 6 by the time we cast this. Anyway, you just saw me do the Chapter 1 where you mill 10 cards, grab 2 creatures from among those milled cards, put them onto the battlefield, and then the second chapter we get to distribute 7 +1 counters, and we can spread them all on 1 creature or to every creature, just 1 at a time. And we didn't get to Chapter 3, but every creature gains this 1 mana. You don't even have to tap the creature, but the creature fights a target creature you don't control. And then it comes back as Vorinclex again, and you can rinse and repeat. Another Ren Planeswalker. This is not Ren and Realmbreaker. This is Ren and 7, earlier version, right? Reveal the top 4 cards of your library and get all the lands into play. Or for 0, you can just put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Or create a green Treeful token. Say this 3 times fast. Green Treeful creature token with reach. Power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. And its ultimate, return all permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand, and you suddenly get an emblem that you have no maximum hand size. 3 of the Silverback Elders from Dominaria United. Or you got, whenever you cast a creature spell, you got choice of 1 of 3 different things. So we have ways to destroy artifacts or enchantments, which is important. We got life gain in here, which could be important. Or we can look at the top 5 cards over our library and get a land. So yet another way to get land out. Then we get into the expensive stuff. Bootlegger Stash, artifact lands you control, all can just create a treasure token from tapping them. Averbrook Caretaker, a nice old reliable from Innistrad, human werewolf, 4/4 with hexproof. And then at the beginning of combat, you get to put 2 +1 counters on another target creature you control. You notice green is really good with the +1 counter type things, so lots of different things in this deck that are going to work well with Kodama of the West Tree. When it turns into nighttime, still maintains hexproof as the Hollowhinge Huntmaster, but then all other permanents you control also have hexproof, which is awesome. And then beginning of combat, instead of 2 +1 counters on 1 creature, it's 2 +1 counters on each creature, including the Huntmaster. 2 copies of Vivian on the Hunt. You can sacrifice a creature and go find something that's 1+ for mana value. Or you can mill 5 cards, put any number of creature cards into your hand, or just -1 and get a 4/4 green Rhino. 1 copy of the World Spell, another enchantment saga to go look for non-saga permanents, put them in your hand, and then put them onto the battlefield at Chapter 3 without paying for them. Virtue of Strength. We can return a creature or land from our graveyard to the hand using the Garenbrig Growth sorcery. Or if we tap for land for mana when the enchantment's out, we have to pay 7 to get it down. But it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead. So then we can pretty much cast anything that we might want to. Zopandrel, Hunger Dominus, another Phyrexian. 4/6 with reach, and this is one where at the beginning of each combat you get to double the power and toughness of each creature you control until the end of the turn. If they're looking to remove this, and maybe I want to spend 2 green, maybe since it's Phyrexian mana, I want to spend 4 of my own life points, but I can sacrifice 2 other creatures and make this indestructible. 2 Titans of Industry. This was a nice little bomb in and of itself when Streets of New Capenna came out. 7/7 with reach and trample, and you get to choose 2 of 4 different options when that one comes onto play. Tyranix Rex. For 7 mana, you get an 8/8. Not only can it not be countered, but it's got trample, ward 4 haste, and toxic 4. It is a beast. Nissa Ascended Animus. So we have Nissa from Aftermath, and we also have the completed Planeswalker here. Excuse me. Let's see. What can Nissa do? It can create a Phyrexian Horror creature token where it's equal to Nissa's loyalty. You can have yet another way you can destroy target artifacts or enchantments. The ultimate, creatures you control get +1/+1 for each forest you control and gain trample, which can be a game ender. So if I've got enough creatures out and I can pay the full cost without paying the life and Phyrexian mana, she'll come out with 7 counters on her, and I can activate the ultimate in a single turn. Same turn, 1 turn kill, basically. Skullspore Nexus. This is bringing in the card from Ixalan. Costs X last to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. And whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, you get a green fungus dinosaur creature token you see featured there to the right. In its base power and toughness are equal to the total power of those creatures. So if I lose say I lose an Elder and I lose a Tortoise, I'm going to combine everything. It'll give me an 8/10 token if they die in the same turn. It's cool. And then for 2, you can tap the artifact and double a creature's power until end of turn. That would be fun with our next one, Galta Stampede Tyrant, which worked out really well just now. When it enters the battlefield, put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Gives you a 12/12 Trampler, and then I got a whole bunch of other neat stuff that was also Mythic Rare. And that's a good way to finish the game. I mean, the only thing that I was missing was some way to give everybody haste if I really wanted to. So that's something if you want to, there's a way to tweak the deck and maybe put haste in there somewhere. Maybe we could do that. For the lands, I got 2 Besiegers, got 4 of the Hunter Mazes so we can draw cards if we need to, if we get into that kind of rut, and 4 Hidden Nurseries so that we can discover for 5 and get any of this stuff over to the left. 1 Field of Ruin to take out one of their specialty lands. And that's it. It's a deck that is jam-packed with Mythic Rares, and part of what I wanted to do was get a good sampling of the different cards that we have. But you'd notice, if I did have 4 copies of a Mythic Rare that also was kind of like a utility card like the Tortoise that would get me land, I put 4 copies in. For things like Galta, I probably only have 1 copy right now. I haven't found the need to burn my Mythic Rare wildcards to create 4 copies of Galta. Should I? I want to see a 4 Galta deck. Leave me a note in the comments if you want to see it. We already have it there. Very expensive opening hand. And it's probably mono red. So we might not last long. They might kill us by turn 4. And our opponent is Green Dragon? That's red and black. There's no green in there. Should we stack these in order of power? Or mana expensiveness? Okay, we can bring out the Prowler, but there's nothing to exile just yet. And boom, there we go. Expensive to least expensive. And our entire hand is dead for at least 2 more turns. At the very least. Three colors from the opponent. Let's go ahead and take out the reinforced running. Look at that. They didn't even care. They just ran in to hit me. just really want to get this built. Okay, we can finally do some stuff. Token.
Comes from root to
Add
canopy.
reach.
The
We will
trees are
attack.
mighty.
We get to exile that puppy. So now our creatures just became cheaper. And if they don't get rid of the Prowler, we have some choices next turn. Now we're going to have some fun. Okay, so they get rid of the Planeswalker.
Fall like tears.
I'm kind of glad, because that means they didn't go after the Prowler. And if they're not going after the Prowler, let's bring down the Elder first. Let's attack with this. We just exiled an instant. So if we do get any... I didn't really have a lot in the way of instants here, but they'll be cheaper for the few that I do have. And we don't need to worry about any white or black spells resurrecting anything from the grave now. Nice. You can't attack with it, though. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't get Galta out yet. I feel like I need this. Gain 4 life. Destroy artifact or enchantment, and gain 5 life. We'll get rid of that. We'll target me to gain the life. Make sure I don't target my opponent to gain the life. And I feel like I can attack with this. Was that a mistake? I'm back up at 20 life, and I've got 2 creatures with reach. Wait, I didn't get Galta out yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. I guess I shouldn't have attacked. Maybe if I just stayed there and not touched them. A lot of my opponents, as soon as you bloody their nose just once, they just run scampered away like some big bully that didn't expect that they were going to get hit. Oh, just build a deck of Mythic Rares. Why didn't I do this 2 years ago? I'm so slow. It takes me so long to catch on to this game. Oh, that almost took 30 seconds. I was thinking word got out pretty fast. Nobody wants to face me anymore. I like starting with 3 lands. I'll settle for losing Bosiju as a regular land. That's fine. I've got one other one in the deck. Still got the rest of my hand is dead cards. And we're up against red again. And there are ways that red can get at you that by turn 3 it's kind of like, yeah, you're kind of hopeless. There isn't much you can do. Okay, not mono, we got colors. Green is in the house. Okay, we play the one thing we can. Hopefully we get another land out of it. Yes. Cost me 1 Vorinclex. Let's organize these again. They think that's good? Okay. Sometimes I can't tell if people are being genuine when they say nice or if they're being sarcastic because they're about to kill me. blocked by 2 less. That's fine. They gave the backup to the infantry. Okay, I can afford to cast this, so I will. Yes, let's attack here. I need another land. Willing to give up another tortoise for it. Oh, I lost a Silverback Elder. That kind of sucks, but that lets me get access to the Planeswalker next. Do they trade? They do not. We get another creature. If they have removal, they're going to go after the blob. That was only 2 mana, so they got kind of a cheap deck here overall still. Kavu costs 4. Let's see if they're hiding something bigger soon. We want to get bigger faster. That doesn't have haste though, right? Okay, they can hit us for 6 right now. I need to keep attacking with my tortoise, though. I need 1 more land. I really do. Come on through. That is not good enough right now. I'm too far behind. So.
Watch out! I'm on the hunt.
Give us a 4/4 here. Go and attack with the
I
tortoise.
brought some muscle along.
Get 1 more land. Yes, thank you. And now we're cooking with gas. They make a trade. And I might have to give up the Planeswalker if they attach this and come... Well, this is actually 3 now, so they lose toughness. They don't gain toughness. So I can single block these if they don't have removal. Just a Scrap Gorger. Okay, what else? What else is left? They're running low on ammo. That ain't nothing. Are you serious? That ain't nothing. That's all you got? Oh, they went too cheap. This is their most expensive spell? What are you going to do when you get more lands out? Oh, give me 1 more untapped land. We can have some fun. You think they're nervous? Oh, it is on. It is on. It doesn't do me any good to sacrifice those. So sacrificing is not the way to go there. Let's just bring down Galta. Bring down these 2. We will destroy a target artifact, and I want to gain 5 life. I know I should probably do something different, but I'm going to gain 5 life. Let's go get... Let's mill 5 cards.
The hunt is only
tortoise,
beginning.
We got another Titan. Oh, that is so sweet. We get to double, and we get to attack. And that's it. Are they going to block? Are they going to just scoop before the attack? Are they just going to take 16? They're going to chump block and then scoop. They do draw and see what they get. This is one of the few... Oh, hello. That's not bad. Adlin Yadaro, they get to fight something, right? Get rid of Zolpendrel, don't you? Because then you don't double. You don't double the power and the toughness. Oh, they picked the wrong thing. Yeah, you could have taken out Zolpendrel. Can't do that now. Can't do that now. I can bring this down now. I can gain 5 life and shield counter. And they don't wait for it. It is so lovely. That's 3 wins in a row. I'm not in ranked right now. Shall we go into ranked? Let's do it. It's a trap, I know. They do this to me all the time. Oh, Travis Arena says, your new deck is so uber, you went undefeated. I don't know why you're not playing ranked as soon as I go into ranked. Mono Starvation or like turn 3 kill, turn 3 death. But we've been doing better recently, actually. Oh great, my opponent is, their name is actually Toxic. Okay, we didn't get mana starved. We also didn't get to go first. Oh no, it's gonna be one of those. I think we just bring this out now. They probably have removal, but you know, on the off chance they don't, we at least have something that can stop them for a second. That doesn't have, that has flash but not haste. Okay. Virtue of Strength. We don't have anything in the graveyard yet. I think we just hold on to this and we use Broken Wings on the Paratrooper? Is that what we're going to do? Wait and decide if they're going to attack. They don't attack. Let's just do it now. I've got 3 open mana. I can't be greedy and save everything. Oh, that's perfect, actually. You can go away too. They can unearth it for a quick hit if they want. Give a token to the duelist and let them draw. They don't want to do it that way. In the attack they can tap stuff. That's not good for me. Hello. Let's see, all I've got in there is Broken Wings. For 5, I guess we do this one now. Activate ability. Attack. They take it. I feel good. So if they can attack now, and they can tap one of my creatures, so they can hit me for as much as they want. They choose not to. Okay. Well, this is kind of interesting. Silverback Elder. Let's gain 4 life. Virtue of Strength. Let's bring back the Amalgam. Attack them again. They chump block for 1. Are you seriously going to start attacking now? I mean, there is a white board wipe they can save all of their low-cost creatures and just get rid of my big ones, if they have that. I don't understand this. Do you have a trick? You only have one open mana. Stick it on the duelist and draw a card, that's your plan? You ran 2 creatures into me for that? This is ranked, right? Nobody's pranking me here. Okay, destroy artifact. Destroy artifact. Bring down some creatures. Mill 3 and get a land. And activate ability. Get a 15 with haste. It's time to attack. They have to chump block with at least 2 creatures. And I'm up above 20. They didn't even bother to block. I'm in ranked. What is going on? Well, it is the lower level still. I haven't played a lot of ranked yet for this since the season reset. Okay, but that's 4 battles. That's 4 in a row. We won 4 in a row again from the get-go. I didn't do a double take. I didn't stop recording and start over again until I found a win. I just sat down and ran with it. I am not used to being treated this well by Arena. Did somebody's like step away? Like the Wizards team that spies on me and makes sure to sabotage my games? Are they drunk? Did they get? Is it? Oh, you know what? It's spring break week. They're probably all old people with families now, and their kids are at home, and they had to remote work and stuff because their kids don't go to school, so they have to have one of the adults stay home and watch the little tykes. That's it. I'm playing unobserved, unmonitored. I think I'll play more ranked. But in the meantime, I don't want the video to get too long, so we're gonna end it there. Go ahead and, as always, we invite you to leave comments. Let me know what you think of the deck. Let me know what you might change. And then, as always, we ask you to like and subscribe. And I think I'm having such good fun and success with this Mythic Rare streak. I think we'll just continue on down the color pie and see what we can do in the other colors with my existing population of Mythic Rare cards in my collection so far. So with that, have a good one, everybody.